Welcome to another episode of the Xbox International Podcast. We are now in flight number 114, and yes, Sourblow needs to fix that fire thing because it's really driving me nuts. The beep, beep, beep. Well, anyways, continuing on, man. What's up for today? We got loads of stuff to talk about, but before we start talking about all this stuff, how you doing, Silent Cypher? We missed you last week. How you feeling, and what have you been playing, sir?
I am feeling much better than I felt last week. Thank you for asking. I was recovering from the crud that was going around, and man, I'll tell you, it's amazing what difference a couple nights of actual good sleep will do for you.
Nice.
But it's great to be hanging out with you guys again. It's been one hell of a week, from what I can tell, from everything I've seen online. So I'm looking forward to talking about it. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah, it's been one crazy 2 weeks? There's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we got Call of Duty on Game Pass, so that has caused a lot of commotion online, hasn't it?
Oh,
Huh?
you asked me what I was playing too, huh?
Yeah.
I just breezed right on past that.
Mhm.
So I've been playing a bunch of Brotato again.
Oh, nice.
Brotato's been taking over quite a bit of my time. I'm trying to go through and play it through with all the characters, of which some of those things are still just kicking my butt every time that I try and do it. Besides that, I picked up Seen It for the Xbox 360 because I have been missing that game. It's been a long time since I played that game. It's cool. It's basically like what we had before we had like Jackbox Party Pack, essentially. And it was really cool because it was actually a collaboration thing that they did between Microsoft and this company that made the game. So it's got a receiver that you connect in. It's like an RF sensor that you connect into your USB, and you've got four controllers that came with the game, and they're literally like your buzzers. They're your controllers for the game. It was back before the time when people would just use a phone and play the game on a browser like they do now in Jackbox Party Pack. So yeah, a lot of fun with that. It's been fun. My kids don't like it so much because most of the trivia is on movies they've not even seen. So a
Oh.
lot of their answers are wild guesses. But yeah, that's about all I've been playing.
All right, all right. And how about you, Sourblow? How you been doing, sir? What have you been playing?
All right. Well, I've been doing great. Thanks for asking. Playtime, I haven't really played that much. I played like maybe an hour of Mass Effect 2. I mean 3. Yeah, 3. And then I played like 2 hours of Hellblade. So Hellblade 2. So I think I'm around like halfway maybe. Really enjoying the game, you know. Yeah, like everyone has talked about, like the graphics, the sound, but also everything in the game. I know it's been criticized. I know we talked about it last week, but everything in the game is done a certain way to make you feel like you got psychosis, basically. Um, even the puzzles, and so far, I like that they introduce new puzzles, so it's not the same the same repetitive as part one. But I'm really enjoying it. Let's see the story if it's as good as the first one. But so far, I'm enjoying it. Other than that, with the family, the kids here and there, and watching my Celtics. We're in the finals, baby. We in the NBA finals. Crazy, look.
Hmm. Where's Vargas at? I want to hear what Vargas has to say about that. Because Vargas
Oh,
speaks the
oh,
truth.
Vargas. Wait, let me say
Yeah.
this. Let me say this.
Where's Vargas
So,
at?
Gay
Vargas!
Vargas hit me up the other day.
Oh, he
Like,
did.
yeah, he hit me up the other day. Not like right after we. I think we haven't even won for game 4 yet, and he hit me up. He's like, "Sour Blow, congratulations! You guys are gonna be the champion." Blah blah blah, etc. I'm like, "Well, wait, it's not even over yet." And he's like, "No, you guys, team is gonna win this and that."
I had to talk to Vargas about that. I don't believe that, Sourblow.
I got the
No,
receipts.
I don't believe that. You can
Sour,
Photoshop that thing, man.
sour
I don't
dude.
believe that.
In all seriousness, like I know I give you a lot of shit about sports and stuff, but congrats. I'm happy that you're
Well,
actually
not
seeing
yet,
some
not yet.
success.
That's we gotta wait yet. There's
No, no,
four
no,
more
no.
games.
I
Not yet.
wanna, no, I want to jinx it for sure.
Yeah,
And screw
But,
you, screw you. I'm not gonna put my
but,
middle finger, but here, screw you.
but,
Imagine this is the middle finger.
but I do want to say that I am very happy that they're doing so well, and I hope that yours is the best bocce ball team of 2024.
Watch it, Balti. Oh man. Oh
Oh
Lord.
man.
Oh man.
What about you, Lou? What have you been playing and how you been doing?
Oh man.
And
How
when you
about
gonna get rid of that picture?
what was baby? What baby? You tell me you're gonna be with me forever. You tell him, baby. You know you got that smile.
Burn it to the ground.
Yeah. I mean, why are my shoes on the way? Oh, I forgot to pick them up. But who cares? Either way, though, how am I doing, man? I'm doing pretty good, man. I had one heck of a week. You know, Mother's Day during the weekend, stuff like that. I haven't sat down and actually played a lot of games. Just a little bit of hockey. But listen, yesterday, for example, I had a busy day, and I was like, oh man, I was just watching my Twitter, and I was watching the Killer Clowns tweet. Yeah, the game is coming up. You gotta get ready for it. A couple of hours, it's coming. It's coming. Like, oh no, I'm here moving up stuff because my father sold his apartment on Monday, and it was just picking everything up on Tuesday, so I had to be there to help him out. My God. So yeah, I came home around 9 p.m. and I sat down and said, yes, time to play some Killer Clowns. And then the missus came home and she brought dinner and she took away the TV and I had to go back and play it around 12. Dang it! But yeah, I came
Dude,
back at 12. Yeah, to play Killer
I
Clowns like what?
misread. I
What?
misread that picture that you sent to us because I thought you were saying that Miles bailed out on playing Killer Clowns with you. I didn't know that you bounced out of playing with Miles.
Oh no,
Oh,
I didn't bounce out with
man.
playing with Miles. No, no, no. I said on this day, it had to be this day. My dad
Heavy
had to move.
shame. Heavy
Man,
shame on your house. My goodness.
yes, yes, I
You
know, I
bailed
know.
out on our brother Miles.
No, I did
Man,
not bet.
that's
I did not bail out on him
on
because I
his
did
day, on his
because
momentous
no,
celebration.
wait a minute. I did celebrate because man, when I came home and tried it, and guess what I did in the first round of the game? I was a human versus a clown, and guess what I did? I killed my first clown. I got an achievement. Bloop. So beautiful when I killed my first clown. I popped his nose and just spin around. I was like, yes, I killed my first clown. Oh man, I had a lot of fun. That game is just fantastic. And man, after the show today, I'm gonna hop on and keep on playing it. I'm already level what? Level 8? I'm already level 8 in the game. So I'm having tons of fun, man. Tons of fun. I can't wait to get Shorty. I'm just really hyped to get Shorty the little clown. He's at level 50. So once I get little Shorty clown, I'm gonna be boxing everybody up. That's what I'm gonna be doing, man. Loads of fun, man. I mean, seriously. When I turned on the game, I don't know. You remember how Friday the 13th was? I was expecting kind of like to look like Friday the 13th, a little bit more like Planet Hunting Grounds mixed up, but
Oh,
silent.
yeah. Yeah, where it's
It's
more of like that off cartoony, like
yes,
non yeah, okay.
but my God, it's gorgeous, man. I mean, you see everything from the clowns, the teeth, everything. I mean, that they nailed everything from the movie. It's
Well,
incredible.
can I ask you guys something real quick?
Ask.
Okay, so I saw today like a post of a movie that's releasing soon. I don't know how soon, but it's gonna be it was filmed in the killer's perspective. You guys know about that?
Hmm? Killers. What
The
killers?
killer's you're not talking about that one that looks like it's basically like a Friday the 13th, right?
It kind of looks like that from what I saw the pictures,
Hmm.
but
Okay,
it's
yeah, it's the one where it's literally like it's roaming around with him, like showing it literally looks like it's Friday the 13th.
yeah, but the difference is it's filming like the killer is the killer perspective instead of like having a main protagonist or something like that that's running away. In this case, it's about the killer, which I don't know. I find it kind of weird in a way,
Why
but
you
at the
find
same
it kind of
time,
weird?
it's kind of curious. I'm kind of curious how they're gonna do it because it's like how you're gonna keep people intrigued throughout a whole movie with the killer. That's gonna be interesting.
I
Um,
mean, it's been done. It's been done quite a few times in the past, right? Like something like American Psycho with Christian Bale. Like you were literally like you were cheering on and hating him as a character the whole time through that movie, and you knew he was the killer and he did horrible things, yet you were still like amused by his approach and by what he would get away with.
I did not
So,
see that movie, but
you did not see
oh
it?
god,
no, I
What?
did not see
You
it.
did not?
come
What?
on,
I
sour.
mean,
So
I gotta tell you something. If there's a movie that Jason Voorhees, you're gonna be like behind the camera with Jason, just following him around, just does what he does. I mean, every Friday the 13th movie, I'm always cheering for Jason. I just hate that he always has to fail in the end. I'm just saying, when will Jason win one time? I mean, I'm always cheering for Jason. Seriously,
I
Jason,
don't think
all the
I've
way.
ever thought that ever.
You never
Um,
thought that?
no, I'm pretty sure I haven't.
Oh
I was
man,
I was usually like, man, these teenagers suck. By the end of the
exactly.
movie,
That's the
woohoo!
point. I mean, yes,
Like,
get him, Jason. Like, get him,
yeah,
get him. Yeah,
okay, okay.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, I guess I see it. I see it.
Okay. But yeah. Oh man, Sour. Let's start with the show. Give us the flight itinerary, please.
all right. Well, for today, we got a few topics.
Oh.
We're actually gonna start hot. We're gonna start talking about some Call of Duty. So stay tuned. We
Ooh.
will start with that, and then we're gonna go to some crazy updates. Which we're gonna have some updates on many different games. Uh, Interesting. Now that I see something, there's a showcase tomorrow,
There's
which
what?
is we will talk about that, but there's also a game being showcased. So I wonder if they're gonna some way they're gonna collaborate. So that's gonna be interesting. But anyway, we are gonna talk about the PlayStation showcase. It's
Hmm.
tomorrow,
Hmm.
and the game I was talking about, it's Silent Hill, is also being shown tomorrow.
Oh, Silent Hill. Yes.
So it's gonna be interesting. Are they going to show part in, Silent Hill, or maybe they'll show something on the PlayStation Showcase also? That's gonna be interesting. But
Yeah, it will be. Hmm.
we will talk about that. But anyway, Captain, are you ready?
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sour has turned on that subscribe button. Please store your food and beverage next to your desk, underneath your seat, or in front of you. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also, make sure that you've hit that like and subscribe as we take off. We gently remind you that smoking and drinking are not prohibited on this flight. However,
Hmm.
retiring from Twitter because you can't take the heat from people calling you out on bullshit takes is strictly prohibited. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight panelists. Thank you.
All right. Sorry, before you start, let me shout out this amazing chat. Maybe we got people here rumbling and talking, man. Let's start with. Can I shout out? Do I have the
Go
permission,
ahead, go
brother?
ahead.
You sure?
I
You
can
sure? I
definitely.
mean,
I cannot follow up that
you cannot.
that captain's announcement.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man.
Oh man, that was pretty. Yeah, we don't know who said that he was going to retire from Twitter. Did he actually retire from Twitter? I don't
Oh,
know.
he did.
Oh,
He
he did.
did.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
oh my god.
He'll be
The
back.
person's account was dusted, and
Really?
he retreated to the safety of his own little echo chamber. Yeah.
Oh my god. You
He'll be
see what you
back.
did? You see what you did? You made the
Oh,
man
I hope he's not
retire.
back. I hope he's not back.
Unfortunately,
I hope he
unfortunately,
holds on to
it
that
will.
that stance. So,
Oh,
That won't happen.
all right. Oh man, let's start off with Dark. He says he's always first. What's up, MJ Dark? How you doing, brother? Ooh, Anita's 20. What's up, brother? He's been a member for 6 months, economy class. Thank you, sir. That is fantastic. Oh man, let's keep going down this awesome list. This is Timmy. What's up, Timmy? How you doing, brother? Ray Chi. What's up, Ray Chi? Oh man, look at this TSWS gaming with Han Solo and Loke. Member for 7 months economy class. That is awesome, Ham. Thank you so much for your support, brother. Really, thank you. Oh man, keep on going down this list. Ooh, there's Drawn TJ. He says, "What's up, guys? We're doing good, TJ. We're doing good." Safa, what's up, Safa? How you doing? Dolo 9. Oh man, he says, "Bro, Tato's probably my most played game this year. I have to check." Oh man, if on mobile, yes, for me it is. Even though I'm heartbroken Though I'm heartbroken. They're taking away my little Doom game, man. But what can we do, man? What can we do? Let's keep on going. Oh man. Oh, Adidas 20 with an amazing, beautiful $5 super chat. He says, I'm here. Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are. That is awesome, man. Ooh, Vic, the MF click. What's up, Vic? Mi hermano Vic. How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? Oh, look who's here. Here we go. Here we go. G, maybe, maybe. Oh man, I'm telling you, he has to release a CD. I'm telling you. Yeah. Sour. If I did not shout out anybody, please say so and I will get you later. But Sour, let's take it away. Let's continue on with this show.
All right, real quick before we begin, I do want to say, Crazy Lou, when are you gonna start updating
What?
the tickers in the bottom so we can put our
Oh yeah.
uh, our members?
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. You're right.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I gotta. I'm calling you out publicly.
You're calling me out publicly. You,
That's right.
hey. The crazy one has been busy. You know what he's been doing every morning, cheering everybody up, hey. So don't fight me on this, but yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Sorry about
All
that.
right, all right. Well, let's get into some Call of Duty. Actually, before we even talk about everything we know about Call of Duty so far, let's talk about the latest news. So, Call of Duty apparently, well, not apparently, officially, it's coming to Game Pass day one.
The seventh time.
And like Crazy Lou has said this morning, everyone's freaking out about it, which it's kind of kind of kind of crazy because we kind of knew that already. But um, okay, I guess the question is, with Call of Duty coming to Game Pass, is this going to change anything? Like, is Call of Duty the savior of Game Pass? Crazy Lou, let's start with you.
Is Call of Duty gonna say Game Pass? Nah, it's not, man. It's not. It's not gonna happen, man. No. It's just not gonna happen, brother. I mean, I gotta stick with the guys on PlayStation on this. It's just not gonna. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm never gonna stick with those guys, man. Yes, of course, it's gonna save everything, man. I mean, look what's happening. Look what's happening. I mean, ever since that announcement came yesterday, that huge announcement that came yesterday. I mean, it was on TikTok. It was pretty much everywhere. Casual gamers are now asking, "What is Game Pass? What is this?" And it's incredible. I mean, it's like how I was talking to my buddy teacher today because he was telling me about that Phil announced it, Sarah announced it, everybody announced it. I was telling him that with everything that's been going on with Xbox, right? A lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, they announced it," but I don't know yet. I mean, I have to see it officially. It's just stuff that happens with the whole issue that's been going on with the leadership and stuff. That they say something and all of a sudden it switches around and yada yada yada. What's been going on, lately? But once this trailer came out, once this trailer came out, it's got everyone talking. I mean, it's amazing, and I know something. I have this feeling that we're gonna see. I mean, ever since, like, for example, with the. I think it was the Washington Post, right, or Forbes? Was it Forbes or Washington Post? I don't remember. I think it was Forbes that announced it a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Like when Forbes announced it, I saw that over there in Canada in Plume Land, I saw that the Xboxes were being sold like nuts, and then I saw which other place it was being sold by nuts. But there was like other places around the world that the Xbox Series X was being sold. So yes, I mean, especially since this announcement came up, I know they're gonna sell like crazy, and I know a lot of people are gonna subscribe to Game Pass, and that thing is gonna boost like nuts. It's just gonna boost. It's just gonna it's just gonna boost. And I see a lot of people over there trending with this. They're like, oh man, it's incredible. How people are trying to mislead this. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna pay $15 or just to play this game, while in a year you're gonna be playing this much just for you to just be playing this game. But wait a minute, it seems like all those people are trying to mislead. Forget that Game Pass is just not about Call of Duty. It's about many other games that Xbox is gonna be putting on. And so when all those people get into Game Pass and they see they got that huge catalog available there, I mean, they're gonna be happy playing it. Because if they get tired of Call of Duty, they got so many games on there that they can go ahead and play. And not only that, we all see that they keep switching each and every month. Like they keep adding more games and more games and more games, and some of them leave. Yeah, but like I said, once they see all those games, they're like, "Oh man, I'm happy to be here." That's what they don't say. That's what they don't say. That's what they gotta say. They gotta say, "Oh man, look, there's going to be Call of Duty here, and you guys are going to have a complete catalog of not only Xbox first titles. You're also going to have a complete set of Xbox. I mean, not Xbox. I mean, third party titles being added to this Game Pass, which is freaking amazing. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome. I mean, I'm telling you, I have that feeling along the next months that Game Pass is gonna go up and consoles are gonna go up. I have that feeling. I don't know why. I just have that feeling. I really do.
Crazy. You know how we can refund when someone does like a
No,
super chat?
no, I'm not. Why you want to refund this man? Listen, I will not refund this man super chat because listen, he took his time and he posted this with a lot of love,
No,
and
but
that
he's
is
the only person that
what.
I would,
Well, he's the only person. No, I wouldn't refund
especially
this.
with that one. With that one, look,
No,
look.
no, I wouldn't, man. I
Okay,
wouldn't, man.
all right.
I
Go
mean,
ahead and read it. Read
listen,
it for
listen,
us.
listen. This man posted this with love and took his time to send us a beautiful and awesome $2 super chat. He says, and this comes from NJ Dark. Code Veronica remake is coming. Let's go. Yes, yes. Let's go. I'm with you, Dark. I'm with you. I'm hyped about that game, man. I can't wait till it gets announced. I cannot wait till Silent gets his physical copy, and I cannot wait when Silent gets that physical copy. He's gonna burn it down. Yes, I cannot wait for that. Oh man, I'm super hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped, man. I can't wait for Corona.
You're as hype
Yeah.
as you were for what was that game? The Chuck
What?
Norris game,
Yeah,
Boss
yeah.
Crime.
Crime Boss.
Oh
Crime
yeah,
Yeah,
Boss?
exact.
Hey, hey,
yeah,
hey, 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 hey. I
yeah.
played that
Bad
game.
take. Bad
I
take.
didn't like it.
Supporting that thing so hard. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Just like Code Veronica to come out and be a sizzle. It's gonna come out like a stinky wet fart. Sorry.
Why y'all why y'all gotta shame me here publicly like that, man? What's wrong with you? I would never do that to y'all. That's mean.
All right. Well, all right. Well, regarding Call of Duty, Lou, I'm gonna kind of in part agree with you, in part disagree with you.
What?
Before I give it to Silent, just to get the conversation a little bit interesting. But I don't think Call of Duty is the savior of Game Pass, Lou. So I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
it's not?
disagree there. No,
Oh,
it's not.
what's gonna be it then? What's gonna be the
Be-
savior then? It's just,
because I don't think Game Pass needs saving. I think Game Pass it's already a good service. It's actually the best service out there.
oh, okay, okay.
I just think Call of Duty it's gonna definitely make some sounds. It's making some rumbles already, and hopefully this is only the beginning for them. Marketing better the service, because I think the main issue with the service is
The
the
market.
marketing.
Yes,
Yeah, the
sir.
marketing has been
Oh Lord.
awful, but now adding Call of Duty, such a juggernaut, people are starting to look at Game Pass like, wait a minute, Call of Duty is coming to Game Pass, and there are other games, so now people are starting to get more interesting. So I
Mm.
think what Microsoft needs to do in Xbox is first make sure you let everyone know Game Pass is now the home for Call of Duty, and once that is like in everyone's mind, then you start saying, but there's also more, and start marketing all your other games, and make sure you let people know what's the value of Game Pass. Like, I saw a commercial the other day. I think one of you guys posted it in privately, where it was in a different country that they showed it, where they went to buy. I think it was like at a bakery. They went to buy something, and it was a Game Pass commercial. Like, they need to do more like that. That was a very good commercial. So yeah, that's personally what I think about all this. Like, definitely, yeah, Call of Duty is definitely gonna help. I'm not a Call of Duty guy, but I know how big of a game Call of Duty is,
We all
especially like to casuals.
we all know you're not a Call of Duty guy. I mean, even in Halo, you're bad, so it's okay. Don't worries, man. You don't worries. We get you. We get you.
What do you
But the
mean?
thing, but the thing is, Osao, you're right about what I mean. Is going to be the savior. You need to understand what I mean. Is it's going to be the saviors because it's actually this is going to be the game that's going to promote Game Pass the way it should have been promoted for many, 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 many years. I mean, it's funny now. The casuals are asking, what is Game Pass? They are asking that question. And how long has Game Pass been out? Since 2018.
Yeah.
Damn, it took them like what, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. Took them 7 years? 7 years, Sour? Jesus. Oh my God. But yeah, I'm really happy that that's going to help them boost up, man. Seriously, they deserve it, especially that service. This is really good. And we are the ones who are enjoying it to the top. And I keep telling people, y'all got to go try Game Pass. Y'all got to go ahead and try it. I mean, I'm telling you, you're going to save a couple bucks. Like, well, I want to buy my games and keep them. Like, they're, even though you buy them, they're still not your games, because the day they want to pull the plug, that's it. You don't have the game anymore. Just kind of like, what's this game called? Oh my God, that's happening from Ubisoft. The Crew. The Crew, once that thing gets taken down, that's it. If you pay 60, nothing. You're done. Yeah, Game Pass is the great way to save money and to play as many games as you want. Look how we played Rotato. Look how we played Vampire Survivors. Look how we played all these amazing independent games that were added to Game Pass, and that's thanks to that.
Yeah. All type of games. Oh
Yeah.
my God! Again. Yeah.
What you do?
No, I keep bumping into the mic.
Oh, okay.
Silent. Call of Duty. What does it does? What does it do? Does it move the needle?
What?
What does it does?
What happened?
Does it do the do? Does it do the do?
Oh, Lord. It's that
Oh
fire
man!
alarm. It's the fire alarm.
Sour, sour just
Look
broke.
what Call of Duty just cost.
Look what you made me do. Oh god.
Oh man!
No. So okay. Do I think it's the savior of Game Pass? No, I don't think Game Pass needs a savior. But will it be a major shot in the arm for them? Yes. Um, I think we've seen a lot of disingenuous takes or a lot of uh, farming for engagement, even in locations where I didn't expect it, like Brad Sam's, where he was talking about like the percentage of how many people have to purchase Call of Duty, or like how many people have to subscribe to Game Pass to make this thing work out, and I. It's hilarious because it's a bunch of FUD. It's like there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Like, okay, yes, you now have a subset of people who will be on Game Pass who will get the game for free with the exception of their monthly subscription, right? So that's great. And on paper it's like, well, yeah, you're making less. But you also have to think about this. Not only is Call of Duty coming to Game Pass day 1, it's also going to be on PlayStation. It's going to be PC. It's now going to be on Nintendo platforms, which it has not been in the past, along with the fact that it's also going to be, we know that it's going to be on the old generation of systems as well. So Xbox One, or sorry, yeah, oh, God, yeah, sorry, Xbox One. I'm like mixing it up. Xbox One X and PS4. So it's going to have a massive player and user base. Like that on its own is going to make this thing skyrocket, because instead of them going next gen and locking out a certain subset of people, actually, honestly, the majority of people, because we found out recently over the last couple days that like most people are still on the old systems. A lot of people haven't upgraded yet. So that alone, the fact that they're keeping that is going to make this thing do very well. Also, it's Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to Call of Duty. When this thing comes out, it's just like when a Madden comes out. You've got people that will be excited, that will freak out about it, and will buy it day 1. Doesn't matter if it's on Game Pass. There will be plenty of people who use it on Game Pass. Plenty of people are going to buy the game. Another thing, it's a multi-trillion-dollar company. Why should I care if financially they're going to be squeezed on it for a while?
We're gonna talk
That's not
about
my
that.
problem.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we've run into that a few times, and we can talk about that more, but obviously, like, we are gamers. That's not my problem. What you have to pay, that's your issue. You're bringing stuff to me as a consumer to keep me inside your ecosystem. So the idea that people are like, oh, well, I'm really concerned about their money. Well, really? Do you have stock in the company? No? Then shut up. Like, no one cares. No one cares what your opinion is. You're not an armchair expert on Microsoft. You don't sit in on their meetings. So don't pretend like you know. That's their business.
But
If
Thailand,
if
it's not
they determined
sustainable.
if they determined that they could put it into Game Pass for millions of people to play, they figured it out. I think it's going to be okay. But no, I don't think it's going to be the savior by any means. I think what this does is it's a really strong salvo for them on a continuing like massive year. There's a lot of other games that are coming out this year. There's a lot of things that are going to continue to come out on Game Pass. And the thing we've talked about over and over again is once they get that cadence, once they get to the point where good, like amazing games or awesome games that people want to play are constantly coming to that service, you're going to get people interested in that service. You're going to get additional people interested in paying that extra, little bit a month. So this is going to make a big difference for sure. I don't know how many millions of new subscribers it's going to get, but there were people that were still holding out hope that like no one was going to get to enjoy this in Game Pass. I don't know why. Like, I guess because misery loves company. They wanted us to have to pay that as well. That's fine. Whatever. But it is going to make a big difference for them, the fact that they have Call of Duty and that they've got the marketing rights for Call of Duty. Because we've seen it in the past. We saw it when it was under PlayStation. If PlayStation is advertising Call of Duty, they're not going to promote that it's on the Xbox. So just by the generic mindset, the person that's the casual gamer that literally only buys like 2 games a year, Call of Duty and probably Madden, those people see it and they're like, oh, it's on my PlayStation. So they're not going to consider the Xbox. Well, now that cadence is going to change. They're going to see it advertised solely for Xbox, I'd imagine. Of which, if they advertise that it's on PlayStation, I think that's a bad move. Like, let it be on those other systems, but advertise it on your primary system, right? Like, primary is PC and Xbox. So I think that's going to make a big difference on its own, but games like this coming to Game Pass will make a difference over time.
Yeah. Real quick, I do want to answer something in the chat. I know Sappho, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. No, she said that, or she or he, mainly that everyone that wanted to subscribe to Game Pass has already subscribed. I don't necessarily think that because, like, I can put a lot of example. For example, both of my brothers, like, one of them had no clue what Game Pass was. And, I once had explained it and he saw, the catalog and everything. He got interested and eventually then he decided to get an Xbox and, now he loves it. The other one, he knew what it was, but it's a different when you hear like, oh, Game Pass. But it's a difference when you like are able to experience and you're able to see what it really brings you. Like, there's many people that think they know what Game Pass is, but they don't really know what Game Pass is. And the reason why they don't really know what Game Pass is because the marketing hasn't been good enough to show people. And then there's a bunch of people that they're clueless. Like, my boss son, he had no clue what Game Pass was. He's still kind of like, he knows a little bit more because I have, he has asked me a few questions and I have told him. But there's a lot of people like that they have no clue what Game Pass is. And some of them, they might even know like what Game Pass is, but do they really know? So I think once, Call of Duty is a game that almost every gamer knows, even if they don't play it. So I feel like once that starts spreading out, that's gonna get people more incentivized. And with good marketing, I think it's gonna get to a point where more people are gonna know Game Pass. And I do see the numbers going up.
Can Can I throw something else out? In regards to the chat, I see C Fresh out there talking about the MPDs and asking if we're going to talk about that. Dude, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. Where were you? Like we talked about it when it was a thing, when it just happened. Both sales on both consoles sucked. Sorry, they were both down. It's not a fun time for console hardware right now. It's
Oh,
crappy.
the,
It
the,
sucks.
the
What?
thing is
What do you
that
want?
right now, okay, they came out the PlayStation thing. They just came out on Twitter, but I was just telling him that in order for me to sit down, like for us to talk about this, we got to go through these 39 pages that they just posted. So
Oh,
we got
did
to,
they just post?
yeah, they
Yeah,
posted
Oh,
something
yeah.
like
No, I.
yeah, they
Yeah, I mean,
posted
if
they posted something like a comparison between the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. But I was telling him that we got to sit
okay.
down and read it before we go
I'm
out
with
here.
Dion actually.
Uh,
Dion says, "Who cares about MPDs?"
I I would go right back to the conversation earlier about, do I care about how many Game Pass subscribers Call of Duty is going to suddenly net Microsoft? No, I don't give a shit. I'm a gamer. I'm going to play the games where I have my service. I don't care what they have to spend to make it. Why? Because I'm a greedy gamer and I'm going to play the games where I want to play the games. Are numbers cool and interesting sometimes? Sure. Are they boring? Yes. Realistically,
well,
do I care? No.
let me
Why
ask.
would I care when I could just play the game?
Let me answer C Fresh real quick. Listen, C Fresh, no matter what, if PlayStation came out and said, when was it, a month ago, 2 months ago, that they're 29% down, no matter how beautiful you guys try to pitch it, it's 29% down no matter what. I mean, there's just no other way to pitch it. I mean, sorry. You just cannot find any beauty. Like, okay, we're 20 million above Xbox. Yeah, okay, you can be 20 million, it can be 30 million. But if you guys are down 29%, like every company's down with hardware, man, it's not a good look either way. Because with Xbox, they said it was down 31%. Everybody was saying they should close, but PlayStation is down
Dude,
29, so they should close too. What's going on? So
the writing's on the wall. The writing's
exactly.
on the wall. Like,
Uh,
Microsoft saw it when they were in the Xbox One generation and their sales were going down. They were in a bad spot. They had announced what Xbox One was going to be. People didn't appreciate that at the time. They were ahead of they were ahead of the curve when it came to certain things that they wanted to
uh,
do. And so what did they do? They started shifting their focus over to PC and the console. So that way they could make more money off of the stuff that they had. What are we seeing with Sony? Sony sees their hardware going down. So what are they doing? They're expanding and diversifying their portfolio across
mhm.
multiple systems, PC, the console, maybe other things eventually, who knows? Everyone's doing this. Everyone is shifting and adjusting the way that they need to make this market work for them. Like, I
Uh,
don't know what to tell you. All systems are going to
the
go to
thing
PC at some point, except for probably Switch.
the thing is that they're comparing between PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. They're doing the comparison. So yeah, it's just stuff we got to sit down and read through it before we can go out here live right now. Okay, let's talk about it. No, we got to sit down, analyze it, read through it for us to go out here and talk about it. So sorry, Steve Fresh, we cannot please you today with this thing because it just popped out of nowhere. So we got to sit down and read through it. That's the truth, man. I mean, I can't sit here like, oh yeah, this is great, this is bad. No, I can't. We gotta read. We gotta analyze what's going on because it's just too many. There's so much stuff there to talk about. You got PlayStation 4 sales versus PlayStation 5, and that list came out because during the showcase they did. What was it? When was it? Last week was it Silent Cypher? The whole
Yeah, the
candle
meeting.
showcase, the
Yeah.
famous meeting. There was nothing out there
Yeah.
about PlayStation, so this is why this list came out. So yeah, we gotta read through it, analyze it, and once we do it, no worries, man. We'll be back here talking about it, but not today, buddy. So sorry, we gotta continue on. All right, let's keep on going, guys. We got the Call of Duty, we got the crazy updates, we got so much to talk about.
All right, I'll tell you this though about that without even looking at the list.
Yeah.
I bet you the focus is shifting more towards PC. I bet you
Nah,
that.
nah, it's not about
It
that. It's
it
basically it's
it's
comparing notes to
it.
last gen, this gen,
No.
full
I'm
players,
saying
and
their
yeah.
focus
Yeah.
is now pleasing also those
Yeah.
PC consumers. Same with Xbox.
It's
So
it's just like what they said last week during that meeting. Now, granted, they didn't say much of anything at that meeting, Or was it? Sorry, was it last week or was it the week
I
before?
don't
I'm getting my
remember
weeks
because
mixed.
I'm lost when that meeting happened. Oh yeah, I think it was last week because it was about
Okay,
Kendo. We're seeing into the
yeah.
future, and we were like,
So
"What?" Uh,
so
you know?
they didn't say much, but something that they did say was that they were looking at, they wanted and they planned on making it so their their IPs and stuff would continue to flourish and that they would have more success in a wider audience. Like they were basically saying, we're going to have a broader audience as time goes on, aka they're going to shift to other systems. They're not going to suddenly start selling a bunch of extra consoles.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
not like that's the case. Like they're putting it out there slowly. They're not just coming right out and saying, "Hey, we're going to PC. Suck it up." Like
Yeah, that was
it's
something.
happening. It's just
You,
taking
you
a
know
bit.
what? Let's hold that all. Let's hold those thoughts there, because we're gonna talk later about the showcase for PlayStation, and then we can continue talking about that.
Okay, okay.
I actually have a question for that also, but
I got something to say too because just we're on this Call of Duty topic. Something I saw out there and sort of I was like, "What's going on with this?" Can I pitch this out? I
all
mean,
right.
I don't.
What is it exactly about? Like
I was
numbers
gonna
or what?
no, I was gonna pitch out that that they were gonna develop Call of Duty to like the old consoles and everybody came out and like, no, why is this happening? I'm like,
Oh,
why
okay, okay.
not? I mean,
Uh,
why not give Call of Duty to what the old consoles? Because I mean, if people have not upgraded yet to the newer consoles, why the heck not? You got what? You got probably like 100 million people out there on those old consoles still have not upgraded to the new consoles to Xbox Series X or to the PlayStation 5 or whatever. So why the heck not give them the game? You know, they should go out there and play it. They deserve to play the game. I don't know if you guys agree with me with that, but when I heard that everybody was like I saw a bunch of tweets out there saying, "Oh man, they're doing the last gen. They're working for the last generation console." Like, why not? I mean,
it's ba-
how? Why are you
it's
gonna?
Well,
basically what Silent said.
Oh,
They're
okay,
move.
yeah,
sorry.
like
They're move.
you literally have so many people and you have basically almost the same if not more than the people who have actually gone into the current gen. It's like why would you kneecap yourself at that point in time? Like, would I love to see a next gen only Call of Duty that focuses like heavily on the specific systems so it looks better and plays better? Sure. Would I like faster load times on it? Would I like things like that? Sure. But that being said, is it my game? Am I like if I put myself in that situation and I saw how many people I was cutting out of the picture, why would I want to do that? like again, it's a company. They want to make money. So why would they cut all those people out at this point in time? Like,
Yeah,
will we see a shift eventually? Sure. We'll see it once the numbers make more sense.
yeah. And
Maybe.
to add to that, like to make a game, next gen, because it's really current gen now. But to make a game like next gen, I assume it will be more expensive, and then to cut out more users, that's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot. Rather than spending less money and then having it reach a broader audience. So I think that's a no brainer there. But real quick, let's talk a little bit about this Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Things that, has been released. So this is the longest Call of Duty development cycle.
Wow.
Report, you know, at least in a long time. It reportedly has 4 years in active development. The campaign will center heavily on Gulf War around 1991. Saddam Hussein, is that right? Or
Yeah, you
Hussein?
said it right. Who's saying? Yeah, you said it right.
Okay, will be central antagonist, and he is featuring in. Oh wait, no, never mind. He was featured on the trailer. Let's see. It's being built on the new Call of Duty engine, and it will be the first time Treyarch uses this engine. Zombie is
Oh,
confirmed to return,
awesome.
and it's currently being rumored to be bringing back round-based gameplay, and it will be releasing later this year. And as we all know, and we talked about it's coming day one to Xbox Game Pass or to Game Pass in general because
Sour,
it's different kind of game.
sour. I heard the beep, beep,
Oh, you know
beep.
what that is? That's the dehumidifier.
Oh, okay, okay, all
Yeah.
Dude,
right.
your
I was like,
beeps are
I
going
I
in
was like,
tandem
I
now.
was like, what is this beeping? I was like, I was like, is that the picture beeping at me or something? I was like, oh, about to run. I was like, is that
Oh
about to
man.
blow
So,
up?
all right, let me go back to Silent. Silent. What interests you the most out of all these little notes here?
Nuggets?
Yeah,
I was
nuggets.
waiting to see what you were going with. Um, there's a couple things, but I think, and this actually answers the question from Ray Chi in the chat as well, is because he makes the comment of like, will COD release complete or fragmented like all Xbox Live services recently? Which I know exactly what he's talking about, and I love it because Louis and I literally had these conversations and got completely dumped on by some of our compatriots over time. Forza Motorsport says hi. A game that should have been delayed, and a bunch of people told me and told Louis, no, 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 no,
No, no.
get it out there, it's ready.
Yeah, the
But
core
then when
game's
it came
ready.
out and it shit the bed, everyone's like, wait a minute, man, that sucked. Yeah, it'd be great once content comes out. Like, dude, it's fine to want a game to have more time, right? Like give more development time. And that leads into my point on this is I'm excited about the fact that this thing has a 4-year development period. I think that's great considering we know that Call of Duty dev periods have not been like that in the past. It's usually like a 2 to 3 year cadence depending on how many teams are doing the dev. So the fact that they actually have a 4-year is great for us because it means that they've actually been able to probably do more with it than they have for quite a while. And it gets me excited because I think there's going to be a different level of polish, and maybe they'll be doing some things inside the game that we haven't seen before. I think I heard somewhere that maybe there's some open world stuff or something. I don't know. It sounds like the atmosphere, like the environments, are definitely more extensive. So I'm interested to see what they have to show us. Obviously, the teasers that we've seen so far have not really shown us much. They're being very punchy with it because of course they know like they have our attention. They know that we're all going to be sitting there watching right after the showcase, very eager after these initial teasers, which I gotta say those teasers that they showed me definitely did the trick because when I saw them I was like, okay, yeah, I want to see more. I'm curious, I'm interested. I feel like this is one of those moments where you're actually seeing, and granted, this is ActiBliz marketing skill at this point. So you're seeing something under Microsoft that's not shitting the bed in marketing. And they're coming out and they're actually showing you, like, hey, this is how you market a game. This is how you promote it leading into an event. I feel like they've done a good job so far, and I'm excited to see what they have to show us. Um, the Gulf War scenario, like the scene and the environment that you're going to be playing in, intrigues me. I think that'll be pretty cool to play through. I mean, not cool in ways like it's going to be grisly, but it's going to be an interesting change of pace from some of the recent games that have come out. Um, the zombies, I I've been hit and miss with the zombies. I feel like some of it's been fun, but I feel like if I want to play a zombie game, I'd rather just play like Dead Rising or uh, like one of the other ones that we've had recently, like Dead Island 2. I don't go to Call of Duty for the zombies. I know a lot of people are super stoked about it, and I'm very excited that it sounds like it's getting back to its roots on some of the mechanics. So I think that would be cool. But yeah, I mean that's definitely not why I'm going there. Like I'm going there for the campaign and I'm going there for the multiplayer. That's why I will be there. I think that's the main stuff for me. Besides the fact that it's releasing this year, and again, going back to what we talked about earlier, there's a lot of stuff coming out this year. So the fact that this is also
Mhm.
coming out on
Cool.
top of that, and it's potentially going to be maybe a bigger experience than some of the past ones we've played. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, personally, I'm not gonna lie. It does look interesting, but there's already a few games that I know I'm gonna be playing. So I don't think I'm gonna be playing this day one.
Dude, you're going
But
to be joining us. You're going to be joining us because we've hit you up in the past and been like, hey, man, we want to play some multi. And you always shot us down. You're like, I don't want to pay for that. You don't have to now. You have it.
I guess. But I'm not a Call of Duty guy. But
Not right now.
we'll see.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I am interested. Like when they come out all on Game Pass, I will try to play through them, even the old ones. I did enjoy the old ones back then, so
nice.
maybe that will bring me back to playing Call of Duty. Who knows? Um, but yeah, that's all I got to say. But Lou, I know you got some more talk about Call of Duty, so let us know.
What would you like to know?
What out of all these things, Saddam Hussein being in
It,
it, the campaign being in the Gulf War,
that's awesome.
um,
That's awesome.
the new engine, the zombies. What intrigues you the most? What gets you more
It's
excited?
it's Call of Duty. I mean, what would not get me excited about Call of Duty? Like their stories are always fun. Every time you go through their stories, they're always fun. They're always you get a lot of excitement, a lot of explosions, lots of cool stuff in the Call of Duty stories, and they have gotten better over the years because before it was kind of like a copy paste thing, wasn't it? Like they copied like the same movies, videos and stuff, like and edited to the other ones. So yeah, I'm happy that they're also using a new engine. So I want to see how this Call of Duty is gonna look. I mean, it's gonna be really interesting,
I,
and also I heard that it's gonna be like it's gonna play different than the old one. So I don't know. It's so let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen.
all right. I don't know if I'm gonna be called a bad dad for this, but I think my son's gonna be excited for this, like to play them,
Why was
because
that?
like I played what was the one silent that I played with you guys? Was it Modern Warfare 1 or 2? It
Dude,
wasn't the
I don't
last one. It wasn't the last
it's
one.
been
I think it was the
on.
one before.
There's like so many Call
Been
of
a
Uh,
Duties.
long
You got to pick
time.
one. You got
yeah.
Ghost, you got Black Ops, you got Modern Warfare. Then you have the future robot soldier one that it
No,
goes
it
like
came out.
beyond, and
It's the
it's
one
weird.
before the last one. The last one was
Was
3,
it
right? So I think it was
was it
2.
that or were we playing Warzone? Because
No,
I
not
feel like we
Warzone.
jumped into Warzone.
It was
Was
Modern
it?
Warfare 2
I think it was
or
Modern
1.
Warfare.
It
What
was
is
2
that?
or
It
1.
had to
Two.
be Modern Warfare 2, yeah, because
I
this is
think it's
Modern Warfare
2.
3.
I
Yeah,
think
Modern
it's
Warfare
2.
2, yeah.
Well, the point is that I was going through the campaign one
Mhm.
day, and I'm playing and I'm concentrated here, and I'm thinking I'm all by myself. It's nighttime, and all of a sudden there's a there's a part. There's one of the missions where I have to blow up a tank,
Mm.
and when I blow up the tank, all of a sudden I just hear in the background, "Whoa, that was so awesome!" And then when I look back, I'm like, "What are you even doing here? Ain't you supposed to be sleeping?" So I have my son there just watching,
Dude,
and
I
I
I I
yeah,
miss that age. I miss that age when they just like randomly surprise you and you're just like sitting there playing a game and you damn near almost have a heart attack because they just suddenly
yeah,
show up and you didn't realize you were there. Oh
yeah.
man,
And he loves playing. Like I find him all the time playing like the old battlefields and stuff like that. I'm like, oh,
nice, nice. He'll enjoy this game then. There you go. See,
yeah.
he'll play with us since you don't want to.
He'll carry us.
Yep, you will, just like in Halo.
Oh man. All right. Well, um, okay. Well, before we move on from the whole Call of Duty talk, you did start speaking a little bit about it, but what like a lot of people say that putting this game in Game Pass is gonna hurt the sales. Do you believe this is gonna hurt the sale? Is it gonna move the needle for Game Pass? Well, we kind of talk about moving the needle for Game Pass, but how about the sell? Will this hurt the sales of the game? Will less people
Oh,
buy it, or
oh, Lord.
what do you think about this? Lou, let's start with you.
Oh, what? Let's start with silent real quick. Start with silent real quick, because I gotta.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
start with silent. I want to hear Silent's
Um,
opinion.
yeah, so no, this isn't going to affect the sales by any means. The thing is most of the Call of Duty players are going to buy Call of Duty anyways. Yes, you're going to have people that'll buy in game, or they'll end up playing in Game Pass because now that's a new option.
Mhm.
But the thing you have to keep in mind is it's just like when the console holders end up selling their consoles, right? Like they're not making the money off of the hardware. Just like you're not really like, yeah, you're making money off of the initial game purchase, but the thing that Call of Duty wants is for you to buy skins. They want you to buy DLC packs. And that's where they're going to make a ton of money. And I think they'll probably make way more than they usually do, just in the fact that, yes, now you have all these people that are like, well, it's on Game Pass. I guess I may as well try it, right? But at the same time, you've also now got this reduced burden financially for people to decide if they want to buy some extra stuff. Like they're going to come in, and if they see a skin on the marketplace, maybe they're like, well, I didn't have to pay for the game. So yeah, okay, I'll buy that Bruce Campbell skin, or like I'll buy these different characters and stuff. And because they haven't already paid 60 or 70 bucks for that game, I would imagine there's going to be more of that impulse buy nature on a lot of stuff because again, like they're going in there, they're not paying for these things. So when they go in, they're going to be like, "Oh, yeah, Battle Pass? Yeah, I'll buy that. That's 8 bucks, 10 bucks, no big deal." And then they'll see a skin they like and they'll be like, "Oh, damn. That's a really cool skin. Yeah, I want to get that." So I think it's going to increase impulse purchases. Yes, maybe you won't see as much coming in initially from like the main purchase of the game, but you're going to see a lot of content go out in the process. Now, I'm not saying that I want to see like 5 million skins from Call of Duty because of this, but they already are doing that. Like that's literally what Call of Duty has been for a few years now.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff for you to purchase in those marketplaces, and it's there. Like it doesn't change the game. If you want it, it's there. If you don't, cool. But I think they are going to end up making substantial money on this just because of the fact that people now don't have to pay for the game right up front. They can buy a bunch of other stuff in the process. It'll be a lot easier for them to open that wallet.
yeah.
Awesome.
You want to go first, Lou,
All
or you
right.
still want to wait?
What do you want me to say? Tell me. What do you want? Ask me again, so I
No,
can.
the same question. Here, I'll go first then.
Okay, go first.
Okay, so I'm kind of in the boat with Silent Cypher, where I don't think it's gonna hurt the sales like drastically. I mean, it could hurt the sales a little bit, but then at the same time, I feel like they're gonna, vastly recuperate with, you know, uh, with microtransactions, and like let's say for example, okay, you lose X amount of sales for people that's gonna purchase the game full price, but at the same time, you're also going to have more people that are going to be able to access the game. And that's more people that are going to be more willing to spend money inside the game. So I think this game has potential of being the Call of Duty that makes the most amount of money, even if it's not the one that sells the most at the
All
end.
right.
So personally, that's what I believe. What about you, Lou?
Here's my take on this, right? Because I saw a lot of things going out there on Twitter. Like, for example, I saw someone post this tweet, and I was like, "What are you talking about? I mean, what the hell?" Even right now, with what Sony just published today, it even shows that Call of Duty is very important for Sony. And even Jim Bryan said Call of Duty is what they use to make the money to make the games. So it was funny. I saw a tweet out there, somebody saying, "Let's teach Microsoft a lesson. Let's not buy Call of Duty on PlayStation. So don't buy it." I'm like, dude, if you're saying that, then how is Sony gonna make the money it needs to make? Because I mean, you got what? 100 million players over there on Sony PlayStation between 4 and 5, or 120 million between 4 and 5, right? And you're telling them not to buy the game. How is Sony going to make the money it needs? I mean, what? What do you think is going to happen with those Call of Duty casual players? Do you think they care about what you said? No, they're going to go ahead and buy it. They don't care. If they like the
Exactly.
game, they're going to buy it.
Those
They're
are
going to
two, three dogs barking in there.
exactly, exactly. I mean, it's insane that you're posting out this tweet with all this hate. Because at the end of the day, if you want Sony to survive and Xbox cut a good deal with them, I mean, let people buy the damn game on PlayStation. Let them buy it. It's gonna give PlayStation more money. That's the thing. I don't understand how these fanboys think. I mean, they gotta open up and think more. They gotta open up and think and say, "Man, I want Sony to do better. I want Sony to be the way it was 5 years ago instead of what it is today." Which, damn, we just haven't gotten any news till today about what's going on with the financials, and it's a list comparison between 4 and 5. Okay, but either way, though, I want them to be like they were last generation, which boosted up Xbox to go purchase everything. But yeah, that's a whole other thing. But um, it will increase Game Pass, subscriptions. It will probably, I'm thinking, it will probably increase Xbox sales because, like I said, there's a lot of people out there that are just right now learning what Game Pass is, and that's something that Microsoft really slacked off with, and that's that marketing, and they really need to, you know work with that and get it better. They got to work with that marketing. I'm really happy that they made that announcement. I'm really happy that that announcement just came through, and it's gonna get people to say, "Oh man, what's this over here? Oh my God, Xbox got COD now. What's going on? What's Game Pass?" And they're gonna start asking the questions. And listen up, guys, we're gonna be around to answer those questions if you guys have that question. Seriously, why not? I mean, I love getting people to jump into Game Pass. I love getting people to tell them, listen, you get games right over here, tons of games for you to play, tons of games for you to enjoy for a good price. What's the problem with that? So yeah, at the end of the day, I know that Call of Duty is going to be the boom effect. Is going to get Xbox to market what they have that it needed to be marketed, and let's see how it goes from now on. Because, like I said, this impact that happened yesterday was huge.
Yeah, yeah. Huge indeed. Lou, why don't we go with some crazy updates?
All right, let's jump into my crazy updates. Oh man, we got loads of fun for crazy updates today. Oh man, should I start right away, Sourblow? Let's start right away with my crazy updates, and here we go. We got Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D is coming to PC, NSW. What's NSW, Sourblow?
Nintendo Switch,
Oh,
dude. Oh my god.
my bad, my
Co-
bad. I
Oh
I
man,
saw
I hope
NSW
Dark
says
isn't
that
in
Need
here.
for
He's gonna be
Speed.
angry at you.
Oh, sorry about
He'd
that.
be angry.
Sorry about that. NSW, PS5, and Xbox. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome for all you Dragon Quest fans. You're gonna get Dragon Quest everywhere. Atari acquired the Intellivision brand and game library. Atari still going? I did not know that.
Kind of.
Kind
Kind
of,
of.
kind of.
Dude, this one is a bit of a head scratcher. I'm
Hmm.
curious, like, are they somehow making a comeback? But like, if they are, it must be very recent because like I've not heard much of anything Atari, and then all of a sudden for this to happen, it's like what?
Huh?
What? Like
Yeah,
really?
yeah, they're still
The
going.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if it's going to mean anything really for the majority of us. They'll probably end up doing some more of those like the micro systems and stuff like that you can buy, like those novelty systems. But I mean, who knows? Like we saw Sega in a bad spot at one point, and Sega's the strongest they've been for a long time. So maybe there's comeback. Maybe we start seeing some games come out from 'em again. Who knows?
Atari, man. All I know is if they
This
put
driver, dude. Give
if
me
they
driver.
yeah, I mean, if they give me something like like a little box or something with the original games with that awesome sound effects, because I always say this, it's already had the best sound effects. I don't know why it has the best sound effects, like the explosions, stuff like that. It was just amazing. I love the sound effects from Atari. They're amazing, man. They're amazing. But yeah, let's keep on going. Space Marine 2. Oh man, some news from Space Marine 2. They say there isn't any microtransactions in Space Marine 2, no in-game cash shop. That's awesome. All gameplay content and features will be free to all players. Paid DLCs will be cosmetic only. So if I pay for DLCs, what I'm gonna do? Get a bunch of clothes? That's it? That's what they're saying, Sourblow?
Cosmetic, yeah. Things that don't affect the game.
Aw, I thought we were gonna get like a new map or something, like a new thing. Chop some bad guy's head off or something. Oh man, but
You
okay,
like
okay.
you what? You like pay to win games?
Nope. Sometimes like Fortnite. Fortnite's fun. Yeah, but
Wait,
anyway,
Fortnite's pay to win?
Fortnite's
Not
not
that
pay
I
to win.
thought.
it's not pay to
Oh,
win. Oh,
Although I will tell you one thing: if you end up purchasing a character that's like bright neon, um, you are asking for your kill death ratio to go down usually. Eh, unless unless you've got the skills to hold yourself up in that battle, like you are painting a target on your back. If you're not good at Fortnite, don't get bright colored skins. Stay with neutral
or
tones.
do
Stay with
not
camo.
or do
but
not get the Dragon Ball characters because they got big heads.
Yeah,
I got
which
psyched too much with the Dragon Ball character.
which granted it doesn't really alter, and this fun, well, I don't know how fun a fact this is for people, but I'm going to tell you anyways because you're a captive audience. um, they had what's his bucket, Griffin from Family Guy, Peter Griffin. um, the reason why he's not the regular size Peter Griffin is because they had to narrow him down to make it so the kill box and like the actual design matched up with some of the other characters, because they didn't want to make it so like a big headed character suddenly had a bigger target box for shooting him in the head and stuff. So like Peter Griffin is thin because they didn't want to give you like a negative impact by using that character. So there you go. The more you know,
Yeah, well,
the less you cared.
Let's you
yeah, right.
go. All right. Ace Combat 8. Oh man, now this game. I've been playing Ace Combat for I don't know how long, man. I love Ace Combat. The thing was with the last Ace Combat, I don't know if they fixed it. There was a mission where I just couldn't get to a place and they were shooting rockets and it just glitched. That mission was glitched. I don't know if they fixed it, but I couldn't finish the last Ace Combat. I wish I could have finished it, man, because I'm a big fan of Ace Combat. But yes, Ace Combat 8 is the next large-scale project by Bandai Namco. Why the heck not, man? I just wish they put like the sound barriers when you were just rushing through the plane. You see the sound barrier break. Oh man, that was fantastic. I miss that stuff. I miss that stuff in that game. Oh man, woo! The next large-scale project for Bandai Namco is the Chronicle project in development with support of ILCA and Orca. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh man, really, I just cannot wait for Ace Combat. Chat, are you guys excited for Ace Combat? I don't know if you guys are Ace Combat fans, but I am an Ace Combat fans. Are you Sourblow Ace Combat fan and you Silent Cypher or no?
Never played it.
You never played Ace Combat?
It looks fun
I've
though.
played very little. I've played very little. Sorry, Lou. I picked up, what was it? It was number 7.
Yeah, number
I
7.
picked up
Yeah.
number 7 a while ago, and I played around with it a little bit. I haven't dove into it as much as I would like. I played the old ones back on PS2, like a long, long time ago. But I haven't played much of the recent stuff.
Yeah. All
Sorry,
right, all right.
sorry, Lou.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
Sorry,
okay.
Lou,
I
sorry.
guess I'm the
Well,
only one that's decided.
You know what?
Ace
When
Combat.
I build my cockpit, I'm going to test it.
You're what now?
You what now?
Cockpit.
Pause. The what? Pause. What?
No pause. The cockpit.
Okay.
You don't know what's a cockpit?
Yeah, I do.
And you
but-
play Ace Combat?
Keep going, Lou.
Yes, I'll keep going. Yes, I'll keep going. Killer Instinct Anniversary Edition trailer available on Steam, Xbox, and Windows with ranked crossplay. That is awesome, man. Give me some Killer Instinct, man. Are you guys hyped about this?
Yeah. And
Are you a big Killer Instinct fan, Salvador? At least you play that game.
I like Killer Instinct, especially the one on SNES, Super Nintendo. That was my favorite one.
Oh, dude,
That was
so good.
The fighting game.
The black cartridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
so man, this is gonna date me. I ended up getting the special edition, the Killer Instinct Super Nintendo. that came
Oh
with
wow.
what it was. If I remember correctly, I think it was the black console, but it also had the black cartridge, and it also had the CD for Killer Instinct. It was the Killer Cuts, the soundtrack. I actually have it. I have it somewhere in one of these CD cases. I still have the soundtrack.
Oh
It's
wow.
so good. I love that game. It's great.
Yeah, that game was
You know,
pretty good.
you know what other game had good music, man? I've got to say, Streets of Rage, man. That game, wow. You guys never play Streets of Rage?
I play Search of Rage. Yeah,
Oh, the music in that game is just fabulous. They even got his own CD too. It was
but
awesome.
Ki we go way back. Like I remember we used to like get together like a big group and play like whoever loses, give up the controller. That was fun. That was fun
That was fun.
times.
All right, all right. And let me deliver the last news, which is Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Tune in May 30th at 4 p.m. PDT, which is actually, I think, is 7 ET or something like that, Sourblow, right? 7, 8, is close to that.
Don't ask me. Ask Silent Hill. He's right here.
Oh, Silent Hill, tell me about that. What time is 4
You
p.m.?
son of a bitch. Um, yeah, no, that apparently
Are you,
that's tying in with the showcase tomorrow,
are you
right?
are, are you guys trolling me because I said Silent Hill to Silent Cypher this morning, or was it yesterday?
That was
Yesterday.
yesterday.
It was
Yeah.
yesterday. Oh Lord!
Yeah, you
Oh,
started the morning off with it too. I figured everyone was going to forget about it. I said good morning in the chat, and Sour's like, "Good morning, Silent Hill." It's like, you son of a
actually,
yeah.
that's a good name, Silent Hill. Yeah, you're bald, you got a hill on your head. Yeah,
You'll
Silent
never.
Hill.
Oh,
What?
you son. Okay.
Am I
Okay.
going? Am I going to help with this? Am
Okay.
I? But listen, okay, let's keep on going. Okay, to our Silent Hill YouTube channel for the second installment of the Silent Hill game transmission, where we will share game updates, a deeper look at the film, and new merch. New merch? What do you mean by new merch? We're gonna get clothes and stuff like that from Silent Hill?
You're gonna get 19 inches of Silent Hill.
Oh, 19 inches of pyramid head. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god. Oh my god. That sounded horrible right there.
You just say
Pause.
19 inches ahead.
A
My
pyramid
goodness.
pyramid head. Isn't that his
Wait.
name? The guy with the big cone on his head? That's Pyramid Head, right? That's his
Yep.
name.
And you're gonna
Pyramid
get it.
Head.
And you're gonna get it with dual sense
Oh
features.
my god. Oh my god. Oh, pause. What the hell? We gone from normal to Peru. What the hell's going on, man?
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Blue, are you excited for Silent Hill?
Oh,
Are you gonna get the
for what? For okay,
the
okay.
statue? Are you gonna get the statue?
Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest about something, right? When I first saw it, I'm like, okay. I saw it was kind of like more of a Resident Evil 4 type action game.
Well, remember, there's a bunch of Silent Hill games.
Oh, I know. But we're talking about the Silent Hill 2 from Blue. What is it? Bloomer. Blue.
Jesus. Bloober team. It's
Bloober team.
Bloober
Yeah.
team.
Bloober team. Thank you.
Bloober team.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Bloober team. Yeah. Sorry, Bloober team. Their name just skipped my head. But yes, when I saw that, I was like, and the graphics were like, it looks kind of like okay, but it would be, but I hope there's something like shows way more deeper into that game. You know, I hope they get a really good upgrade, because the way I'm seeing it, it could be a fun game. Why the heck not? I mean, if it's as good as I'm hoping it to be, kind of like a Resident Evil type of thing, I don't know if it's gonna take away the whole horror thing that was part of part two back in the day. Because that's the thing about Bloober Team though, because they seem that, because I played the Blair, they made the Blair Witch, right? They made the Blair Witch game,
Yes, they
and
made
that
Blair Witch.
and that Blair Witch game was kind of freaky at the beginning, but once I saw like the thing, I was like, nah. I even turned it off. I said I ain't playing this, because I didn't get like that freak, like that scary emotion from the game. You know, it was freaky, like walking through the woods, the silence and everything. They had that down, but once like the monster came up, I'm like, what's going on here?
But some games are not meant to be
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
that.
it's
They're
a,
more
it's
look
more
at
of
the
a
medium
tension
from
thing.
yeah.
I
Like
know,
look at the
I know.
medium.
Yeah, but the medium wasn't
Um,
like a scary game.
That's what I'm saying. It's
It's not
more
was
about
a scary
it's
game.
more about the like the tension,
Yeah,
the like psychological kind of like
yeah, no,
you know.
no.
more
But
to
yeah,
learn.
I would like to see more about it. So So I hope that if after tomorrow, like after the PlayStation Showcase, I don't know if they're gonna do it with the showcase, but at the PlayStation Showcase, I hope they do show more like into the game because I really want to see what Bloober Team is gonna come up with this.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting. What I find kind of weird is that the showcase, it's hold on, actually no, it's not weird because the showcase, it's at 3 p.m. Pacific, and then the Silent Hill is at 4 p.m. Pacific. So what we can
So right after.
probably see, yeah, we could probably see like a small trailer or a teaser in the Sony, and then they'll be like, tune in, and at
Yeah, for
four
the
for yeah.
yeah.
So it makes sense now.
Yeah. I I'll be curious to see. I'm looking forward to seeing it. What we saw this previously, I think, right? Because we saw like the remake of the one, and then we saw. Was it? Did we see a little bit of the new one, or am I just thinking the remake of the one? Because they showed one, I was like, man,
Yeah,
that looks like you didn't dust off any of the ancient graphics at all. Like,
yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
that
know.
looked rough. Yeah,
It looked kind of rough. Yeah, that was the thing. That looked kind of rough. So I want to see how better it is than what it was what we saw. It looked like I said, it looked more action type, like Resident Evil 4 type game. But I want to see what are they gonna do because if it's like that, then I'll give it a go. Because I did play part two, the HD version the other day, and I was like, no, 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 no. It just didn't get me into it. No. So let's see what
yeah.
happens. Let's see what happens.
I feel like Ninja Theory should try to do a horror game, like a full blown horror game.
They're doing Project Mara, aren't they?
But that's not.
Yeah,
That's more like the same. Like
that's still psychological.
yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
it goes horror, just more tense.
yeah. Totally.
Yeah, Sappho mentions it, but we'll probably see the PS5 Pro, I would assume. Right?
Please.
Like,
Oh, I,
if
I
That's
if
I didn't
nothing's
even
gonna
think about
happen,
that.
yeah,
now would be
that
the
would be
time.
awesome.
But yeah, no,
Y-
he's right though. He says have $700 ready. See, that's what gets me confused about this situation is like system sales are down, and so the solution is to give everyone a more expensive console to purchase right now. Like, I don't know if right now, where they don't have a very strong lineup for the next, what is it, probably about 12 months. I don't know if this is really the time, but maybe this is like very early intro on it, like a small teaser, kind of like what they did with the Series X back when they showed it at the Video Game Awards, and then it wasn't until like the next year that they ended up releasing it. Maybe it's something like that. Who knows?
All right. Well, let's jump into the topic. Let's jump into the PlayStation Showcase, and let's start with that. A possibility of them showing the PlayStation Pro. Personally, I think it could make sense, but at the same time, like I would think, yeah, like you said, maybe like a teaser, but not really like promote it like that because like I feel like you would want to bundle the game like well not bundle it but showcase it with like maybe like a Wolverine or something like that where that will incentivize people to actually go after it or let's say if they get the marketing for GTA 6 I mean that would be
Hmm.
huge that
Well, that was the original idea. Was that it seemed like it was lining up that they would be able to put GTA releasing close to when the PS5 Pro was coming out. And obviously things changed because of the release date and stuff on GTA. So who knows exactly where they're at on that one? C Fresh mentions so yes, it's a state of play, but I don't think that means that like if they wanted to show the system, they won't show the system. They could still throw a trailer in on it. And I
Yeah,
would be kind of surprised, like if you don't show it now, then when are you going to show it? Like they
yeah,
don't they don't have they don't have the E3 to showcase this thing like they did in the past. So this kind of seems like it would be the right time to show it. But I mean, maybe. I mean, I doubt they're doing anything with Tokyo Game Show this year, right?
Who
Hmm.
knows?
Who
So
knows?
I
Yeah.
don't, especially since they pulled out of Japan. That might be too soon. I would think that we'd see it tomorrow. That's my guess. I mean, I don't know of any other thing that they would be showing it off at right now. Sorry, Sour. I totally cut you off. My bad.
No, no, you're good. You're good. Definitely. Um. So yeah, what about you, Lou? We'll see the pro.
I think so, man. I mean, this is the opportunity for them, like to actually bring some good actual news on their side of things, especially since what's been happening for like the last month on their side. Because my God, it's just been such bashing and bashing and bashing their side. Like for example, what happened to them in February? They had a loss of 10 billion what is it, dollars or yen because of the PlayStation. They had, they after Celebrate came out, there was just nothing more out there to be talking about. What's gonna happen, what's coming up next for Sony. There was just no mention about what's gonna happen next. So there's just been a lot of bashing on their side of things. Like I said, the console hardware was down 29%. Just so much stuff going on over there
But
that we would like to see what can they bring right now. Like for example, that PS5 Pro will be an interesting conversation for us to have to see if what Digital Foundry or what everybody else has said with the leaks going on how powerful this console is going to be. It will be interesting, to see what are they going to bring to the table and
but
see if
look,
that actually does something for them since console sales are down. What's up?
let me ask you real quick,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm not even trying to be toxic or anything,
All
but
right, go for it.
if they show the pro and it's like $700, like Safo said in the chat,
Oh,
it is that really a good news? Like,
well, if it's
especially,
$700, that's too expensive. I mean, if people are just gonna go buy it for $700, I'll call them nuts. Call them nuts,
yeah.
especially with what's been happening with development lately. I mean, we heard the conversation here on XPI with developers on it, how long it takes them to make a game and how tough it's been. Like they got to pull up the file and then send it through via cloud for someone else to pull it in and just add some assets to it, and then sometimes that picture frame it was
Wait,
in 60. What?
wasn't it just pressing a button?
Oh, that's what they think.
File save as, yeah.
But but yeah, the thing is, it would be awesome if they actually do announce like the hardware, man. If that actually happens, it'll be awesome. But the price though for $700 is just too damn expensive right now.
It will be high, but
It will be
I
high,
also think to add, like, in order to make it enticing, I
yeah.
think it has to have like a big game next to it to like at least make people give like if you announce it and the game is like Astrobot, like
That's true.
and I heard the one that came with the console. I heard it was actually not a bad game, but is it really
No,
a
it was good.
game that that you're gonna buy a console for? You get what I mean, like that you're gonna give $600-$700 to buy.
No,
So
I
I
mean
feel
it.
like Wolverine will be the game for them to market with the console.
Hmm.
it Astros could probably be good, maybe to show like the techie side, because I think that was what we ended up seeing with the original Astros was you had Mark Cerny come out and kind of show the fancy pants like high tech functionality and stuff of it. So I mean, they could show something like that, but again, that goes back to what you're saying is like, does that really move the needle for someone being like, yeah, I want to pay $700 for that system?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think
Man.
so.
I mean,
Um,
the good side, we can see Keith Lee blowing under control again.
That'll make some. That'll make some great gifs.
I, I,
I
I
don't,
I
I will
got I
say
got a
that.
question though. That blow feature, for how many games was it used for? I mean, okay, it's there, but it was just Astrobot. Then they had the fire, the game that you had to do like CPR to a guy, or I don't know what was it called. You got to blow in it. I forgot the name of that game.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm actually mad
why?
about that feature. You know why? Because I
Why?
was watching my man Cowboy. Shout out to Cowboy, the king of entertainment. He was playing some Stellar Blade, and that would have been fun if they had a feature for blowing in the controller for that game. And me watching him, I could have clipped him. That would have made great
Style, bro.
content.
You couldn't Sourblow, you couldn't find another game. You had to pick Stellar Blade. For God's sake, Sourblow, come on, dude. What's
I
wrong with
mean,
you, man?
there's already a video of him with the lotion. So
Oh.
jokes aside, shout out to Cowboy.
Oh man.
Man, I, I don't, Silent. I don't know what's happening today, but Sour Blue is kind of excited today, huh?
It's like a gas leak show.
Yes,
He's
that
sitting over here with 19 inches of pyramid head, and
yes,
my
yes.
goodness me,
Oh man,
My goodness,
messy,
messy today.
so messy.
Messy. Oh my god. Oh man, but yeah, a wonderful. Like I said, for what other games is that blown feature used for? But okay, I don't know, but
Stella Yams. You gotta.
yeah.
all right. Well, speaking about games, what games do you guys expect to see? Let's start with you, Silent.
Hmm.
I don't expect to see Twisted Metal. Oh, wait. What games do I expect to see? Oh,
Damn,
uh,
that broke my
we're
heart,
gonna
man.
see. We will see baby steps for
Oh
sure.
man,
We will see baby steps. Dude, if that's not there, I would be amazed. Um, Besides that, we will probably see the reveal of God of War Ragnarok for PC.
you think they're gonna put it on the showcase? I think they're gonna put it on a post after.
I think Sony still
Like
wants to sell the game, so I think they want to market it to an extent. I It seems like it's lining up with a within 6 month release. I wouldn't be surprised if they showed it.
I'll tell you this real quick. If Ragnarok is in the showcase, that means
Mhm.
they're gonna be moving much faster than we think
Hmm.
with day and date to PC.
There's been a lot of changes at Sony over the last little bit, so I think that's kind of. I mean, I could be way off on this. This is tinfoil hat territory for sure. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. There's been a lot of changes in leadership, in management. Would not surprise me if we saw that. Um, Besides that, and some people are not going to appreciate this, but I kind of, well, it may be too soon, but I expect within the next 12 months for sure, we see a Spider Man 1 remake is coming.
Oh my god!
The
But there,
director's cut.
but there was a what was it, remaster, or remake. It was a remake. I don't even know. It was
No,
remaster.
there
Those,
is a remaster.
There is a remaster.
well,
Yeah,
there
they
was
even
the
changed. They
PC
changed
version.
Peter Parker. Yeah, it was a
Did
weird.
they?
Yeah, there
Yes,
is a
That was
remaster. Yep.
there is a remaster. Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
did. They
Yeah.
did. They did. They did an upgrade for the game. But
Yep.
oh my god.
huh. I don't know. I mean, the thing is like there's some other things potentially, but I feel like they've been jettisoning so many of those like games as a service projects. So maybe we see Marathon potentially. I could see maybe Marathon being shown because realistically, I think that's one of the only games as a service right now that we know for sure hasn't been shelved. And it's one of the only ones that they've really talked about besides the stuff that they announced were not continuing development. So I don't know. I don't know. Those are my guesses, but it sure would be pretty funny if there was a Spider-Man remake of some sort. Oh, Death Stranding 2. Yes,
Oh,
thank you, Raichi. That would be another
Yep.
one. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'll be happy to see that.
But but if they're going to show it, it's going to be in Kojima fashion, and it's literally going to be a trailer that shows us like 30 seconds of nonsense that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, but looks creepy and interesting. I think that'll happen for sure.
okay. Lou, you want to go next, or you want me to go?
What games are they gonna show? Oh man, I got a little list of games that they should show, and I'm hoping that that's gonna happen because I have a little, like, for example,
Yeah, pause.
uh,
You don't need to say this live, man.
yeah, I have a like a little mad vein against Sony with something, right?
Oh
Wait,
man,
what? What now?
what's going on here?
A little mad vein, like
We
when
need
you're
to call it missus.
the mad vein, when your vein gets mad, you're like, I'm mad at
Chat,
you or something.
You're not
Chat, are
making
you
it very
hearing this
correct.
guy right now?
What did I say wrong? My God. But yes, I'm mad at Sony about some things, man. Because seriously, I'll give you an example, right? Why in the blue hell were you gonna Baby Steps is coming, not Twisted Metal? Why? Why? I mean, Twisted Metal would have been better. Way better. Oh my God. Oh well. Let's see if we hear more about Baby Steps. That would be one game we should hear about. I mean, I think it's time, and it's time for them to actually show a teaser of Last of Us 3 if it's actually in the works. If it's in the works, it's time for them to show
I think
some.
it's too early. I think they
Nah, Sourblow, I think it's time. It's time. They gotta whip out that guitar and go tring tring tring. See that trailer, Did I say
They
guitar?
gotta, they gotta show something, right?
They
Like
gotta show
there's
something
not
from
a lot
studios,
going
yeah.
on. They gotta
Yeah.
show something,
They
even
gotta
if
show
it's a
something.
teaser.
Yeah.
I still think that before that we're gonna see another remaster remake.
Oh Lord, yeah, that was that Horizon Zero Dawn remake that we're supposed to be working on, which I do not know why.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yes,
maybe
that's
we see that too.
yeah, we see that too. But man, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope they do throw out there something like a big bang because it's time for them to throw a big bang out there. I mean, it's time for them to say, "Look what we have here, baby. Look what we're bringing. Let's get everyone hyped." I want to see some good news over there for once. It's been a while. And I want to see some good news about what they're working on, what they're making, and yeah, Last of Us would be a good game, for them to show, especially since they got the TV series up and going. I mean, Last of Us 3 would be perfect right now, and that's something I said should have been announced right after the show ended, like the first season. They should have announced part 3. Seriously.
Show
Yeah,
us SOCOM.
yeah, Soulcom. I mean, if they bring Soulcom, which I know
Like,
Silent and Twisted Metal didn't come back, I doubt it. I mean, if that happens, it'll be awesome. But damn, man, damn, that
s-
means
okay, so
oh,
hear me out real quick,
oh
because
Lord,
I still see a world in which this could happen, right? So
uh,
from what we heard, it sounded like they were pushing towards a games as a service Twisted Metal.
yeah,
Maybe that got canceled, but maybe they're doing it more of a like campaign focused Twisted Metal instead. Because we know, like, we've heard a lot of discourse where folks in there like, we don't want to make games as service. So maybe, just maybe, someone got the A-OK to like do a Twisted Metal campaign and just do like, a game. Not a games as a service, but like a regular game. Maybe that'll happen.
nice,
All right.
nice.
Well, personally, I think we're gonna see Concord. That's one of the games we're gonna see.
Yeah.
Concord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Concord.
The
We
burger game.
definitely. Yeah,
Oh,
the one
Burger
with the
battle.
burger. We're gonna
Yeah.
see that one. Like Simon said, I think we might see Marathon. We're gonna see that Astrobot game, and I also think there's a possibility we're gonna see Horizon, but not the Horizon you think.
oh, the Lego one.
The Lego Horizon.
Oh
Oh
my
God.
God! Oh God!
I know
No!
you
No!
guys
Please
are
no.
excited for
Oh!
that. I mean,
No.
Oh Lord!
think about it. That's the perfect game. That's the perfect game, like to market. Like you release that game, Horizon Lego. Whenever your kids, you want to put them to sleep. You got the game to do that. Like you got the games to put the grown-ups to sleep. You need one for the kids.
But watch,
And what's better than that?
but watch this Lego Horizon be fun because Lego games are fun though. Watch those be more fun.
It'll probably be better than that.
Dude, I guarantee you it's better. Are you kidding me? It's going to be more interactive alone.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Probably. Oh my God, yes, because that's my problem with Horizon. I can't sit there and play it. Every time I sit there and play it, I just start yawning and yawning. I don't know why. It just puts me. I don't get it. What is it? What is it with that
Dude,
game?
Yeah.
I understand that some people absolutely love that game and talk about it a ton, but man, every time that I sat down and tried to play that game, I was always like, I feel like there's nothing, like there's not much going on. And when things happen, it's cool. Like, yes, there are cinematic moments, but I felt like there was a lot of time where I was just like, okay, but what's next? Like, what are we doing? Like, it felt like there was a lot of downtime in the gameplay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We definitely gonna see some VR games.
Oh Lord. Why don't they do a
We,
set? Why don't they just do a separate like small showcase on about the VR? Don't mix
and
it up.
Because they
and
want to promote it and push people to buy a
push it.
VR.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not
And
gonna happen.
I also think we're gonna see a remake or a remaster of something.
We're gonna see
What?
cats. We're gonna see dogs. We're gonna see because they always gotta have a cat.
Oh yeah, there has to be a cat
There
game
has to be a
somewhere.
cat game somewhere. Yeah,
Somewhere.
yeah.
Now the remaster that they can put out that could will probably get everyone talking would be if they can get Bloodborne.
Nice. They
That
can do
will
that.
get
Yeah.
a lot of people talking, and I don't even think they have to do much to that game.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll be
No,
honest with you. I don't want. I will not like a Bloodborne remastered. Some guy out there on Twitter said he will punch his grandma for Bloodborne remaster. I don't want that to happen. I don't want him to
Oh,
go punch his grandma. I'm sorry. I don't want that
yeah.
to happen.
Yeah, that
whoever
was a
Nah,
punches.
bad
Yeah.
take.
that
That
was
was
a
a
bad.
bad take from a
Yes,
bad actor.
yeah, I saw that. I was
Yeah.
like, no, no, no. Now I don't want a Bloodborne
Yeah.
because I don't want nobody punching the grandmammy. What's wrong with you? We don't punch grandma.
That's
That's
wild,
that
but
that
Yeah.
same person was stroking off Jim Ryan like a day before, so
Oh Lord.
and okay, well, we also gonna see Death Stranding 2. Now, the most important game, before I forget, that's gonna be shown here is Abandoned 2. That's right, part 2, baby. They're gonna skip
you're
part 1
you're
and they're going
such a
straight to
jerk.
part 2.
You're such a jerk.
So my
I thought
God,
I thought I was being mean with my guesses, but that is
that is
dark.
just the meanest one, man.
That's 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 a break too far.
That's just wrong, Sourblow. I mean, why bring up that game when nobody has ever talked about it before? I mean, damn, that game is. I mean, if it listen, if it comes to the showcase tomorrow, I'm like, whoa, wow, it's amazing. We got Abandoned back, but that game has gone radio silent really bad. There's nothing about that game anywhere. There was also that samurai game that looked pretty good in one of their state of players showcase
Oh,
things.
the fake game. That game is not coming out.
Yeah,
So
dude,
many
Yeah,
people
that's
are
not.
hype. That game
Yeah.
is not coming out, and if it comes out, it's not gonna be what people think it is.
yeah,
No,
The
no, it was
Phantom,
yeah. That game was. We saw
what
the
is it?
trailer. I was like,
Phantom Zero or something like that.
something like that.
something. Yeah, it
It
was the one that we were talking about where it literally came from a mobile developer
Yeah, mobile
previously.
developer.
And
yeah, and
it's
it
like, dude,
and
it looks great.
I don't even think they
sure,
have
but
released a game in mobile. Like they're a
I
mobile
don't.
developer, but I don't think they even released the game in mobile.
I thought they did. Whatever the case is, though, like that's a pretty substantial jump from a mobile game to that. Mm,
Phantom Blade. That's the name of the game.
Phantom
Phantom
Blade. Yeah,
Blade
okay.
Phantom
Zero.
Blade.
Phantom
Yeah.
Blade Zero.
Oh, it's called Phantom Blade. Just there.
Oh, it says Phantom Blade Zero here.
It does.
Yeah,
Oh,
Phantom Blade Zero.
yeah, but that was. I don't know about that game either. But it's so much stuff that I'm just that Sony that has to, like I said, they have to sit down and bring back something for us to like say, oh my god, okay, this is amazing. Because man, it's like there's nothing out there. It's just nothing except for the third party they signed, exclusives with. That's it. But from the first party titles, it's like they're dead. They're just a plain old desert.
That's actually a really good point. Is I was trying to focus more on like their first party stuff, but I would imagine we probably see because it's 14 games is what we're supposedly seeing. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised if half of those end up actually just being third party.
yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me too much, actually. Come to think of it, I
Yeah,
think I was just trying to pull from like their actual catalog. But yeah,
third party plus the you add the VR games too.
Uh,
I mean, you guys gotta sell that VR. I guess I don't know.
yeah, that VR that they stopped production. They stopped. That's another bad news. They stopped production. Was it a couple months ago? They stopped production of that thing because just nobody's buying it. Man, I remember I saw
Seems
people on.
like a seems like a weird time to be announcing games that are going to come out to it. I mean, good on them, I guess, for supporting it, but if you're not producing the units anymore, you're only selling to X amount of people forever in perpetuity.
It's too expensive. What was it? $550 for that thing? Jesus, it's like buying a new PS5, pretty much, or Xbox. My God, it's expensive. It's expensive hardware. They just quit. They said nope. Cygnus says, what you think about the PlayStation? Cygnus, you know what? We'll talk about that next week because C-Fresh was asking to us about it. But since it just came out just like an hour before, so we got to sit down, we got to read it, we got to dissect it, to see, to come with conclusions with that. But I will talk about it tomorrow morning, trust me, because I got 3 hours to talk tomorrow. So yes, because I'm already analyzing it, trust me. I've seen a lot of stuff, and I will talk about it tomorrow. It's gonna be spicy. But on next Wednesday, we'll talk about it.
Saving it for tomorrow? You're holding out on us?
No.
See how it is.
Oh, you want me to say what I saw?
I don't care.
Oh, you don't care?
I'm good.
Real quick, because I can mention it real quick, because this is what's gonna be interesting, right? So let me go look for Shinobi because he did post something. I was like, oh, that was like a quick one. Is it Shinobi? Here we go, Shinobi. There you go. All right. Look what he says, right? Q&A with CEOs Herman Holst and Hideki Nishino on PC, costs and profits mobile. Real quick, he says, PlayStation sees PC release as opportunity for growth, not cannibalization. Extend the reach of profit of franchises through multi-platform deliverability. Looking at outsourcing more development to offset, mitigate growing costs. Live service titles will be day and date on PC, but more strategic and tentpole single player titles. Taking more measured approach to growing mobile as opposed to PC, working with companies like NCSoft and to expand further in mobile. You guys heard what I said? What do you guys think? So
I'd be curious. Because Cygnus mentions that they said no day one for PC with their AAA single player games. That's not how that read to me, but I haven't read the reports, so I don't know. That seems like a bad decision for Sony if they choose to continue to stay only in their ecosystem, though, because again, like the only way that you're going to continue to grow past X amount of systems sold is in different audiences, different ecosystems. We've seen it with everyone else. Like it's going to happen as time goes on, but I figured by now they would have realized that needs to be a priority because they're missing a lot of money on the table.
And by releasing like a year later, 2 years later, that's not a good thing because damn, why in the blue hell? Oh, there you go. Umber even says it. It's hilarious, right? That Sony thinks they draw PC players into buying an inferior platform just to play a sequel, when PC gamers have shown time and time again that they simply wait until it hits PC.
Yeah.
And that's the thing though, and that's the thing I keep telling these people. Like, for example, I remember one time I had this debate with my friends right here in Dominican. They were telling me, like, why don't you just buy Helldivers on your PlayStation? Or why don't you just tell people to go buy a PlayStation to play Helldivers too? I was like, that's not the point. I mean, if you got a PC, for example, that you spent $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on your PC to make it play all these great games that are coming out, why in the blue hell are you going to go out there and just buy a PS5 just to pay $7 for this one game? You got $500 where you can use it on the hardware for your PC. Like, for example, buy a new SSD card, buy a new whatever motherboard, whatever you need for your PC. I mean, why are you going to go out there and spend it on a $500 console? When you got a PC, you're going to focus on building your PC. You're not going to focus on buying a console, man. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, okay. Before we end, I think we got time for tower control if you guys want to do it.
All right, let's do it real quick. I got
okay, but before that, real quick, I want to jump real quick into the Phantom Blade developers. So here are the two games that they develop. Here's the Rain Blood, right? You guys see it? It's a 2D game for mobile.
Oh.
And here's the other one, which is the Phantom Blade series, also for mobile. So you're telling me that these guys are going to develop the game that they showed us with no prior experience on doing a AAA game, and what we saw from that, from that game, from that trailer, like very little studios have pulled up to. Actually, I saw things in that trailer that no studio have pulled out. Like I saw like game mechanics and movement and animations that I was like, wait a minute, like I haven't seen this like anywhere. So you're telling me like they're gonna pull this out? Nah, get out of here.
I
If you want
I
to
don't
trust that,
I don't want to dunk on him. Like I don't want to dunk on him that much, but that
Oh,
from that to the game we were shown, the game quote unquote we were shown. I'm
oh.
sorry.
Listen up,
That
listen up, listen up. This is what Herman Host said. But single player narrative games on PC are designed to then entice PC owners to play sequels on the PlayStation console. Oh my god.
he's using this.
that hey guys, remember how I said that Sony's
It's like
going back
Oliver
to
said it.
PS3 era arrogance all over again? Because right there, that's literally PS3 era arrogance. You're going to tell a PC player that they're going to come over to your system after they play that one little like Trojan horse game from them on PC like a year or two later after it's been out. That's what the stance is going to be. You can go kick rocks.
They're,
That is bold.
they're using the same verbiage that Phil Spencer had to use when they put the 4 games in the PlayStation. Basically, yeah, it's the same
exactly.
thing if you think about it. Oh, we're only gonna
Only
put these
4
four
games are
games
coming
to
for now.
incentivize people to play this. Nah,
Yeah, yeah,
there's gonna
yeah.
be more.
I paid
So
$4,000 on my PC. Let me go buy, let me go buy a now $500 console and
That's
play
not
and
happening.
pay the
That's
PlayStation
amazing.
Plus to play the multiplayer in the single player game. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
all right,
Oh my
guys,
god.
you
Let's go.
ready for tower control? I bet you Lou doesn't have the poll of the week.
You sure about that? It's ready here, up and going,
All
man.
right,
It's
let's
ready.
see.
We'll
Yep,
see.
he's got his
The
19
poll was
inches
also
of
on Twitter. You know that, right?
Wait, what?
He's like, oh wait, what?
Oh no,
All
it's right
right,
here. I have it.
all right, here we go. Poll of the week. Let's spin it.
It's spin, spin,
It's
spin,
spinning,
spin.
spinning. Watch it land on Plume.
if it lands on Plume. That's
Ooh, poll of the week.
All right, let's go, let's go. So the poll of the week is back with the Xbox Showcase coming soon. What video game are you most confident will be showcased at the event? And take that, Sourblow, and take that, Silent Cypher. I had my poll ready. Ha, 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 ha. So,
that was a good clip.
wait, what'd I do?
No, nothing.
Okay. So here we go. The games are Doom, The Dark Ages, Perfect Dark, Everwild, and State of Decay 3. And the winner is, give me the drum roll, Sourblow.
Drum roll, drum roll, drum
Is
roll.
that,
Hold
oh,
on,
you
hold
see
on.
that wasn't
Here.
ready, Sourblow.
Drum
Oh,
roll. Everwild. No?
huh? What? So the winner is Perfect Dark with the 46%. Second was Doom the Dark Ages. How can Doom the Dark Ages be a 31%? It has to be not a 31%, it has to be 100%. Everybody, you got to be hot for Doom, man. Doom is Doom. Come on.
Perfect
And-
Dark is the perfect game, man.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Sourblow. I'm sorry.
Perfect Dark.
No. I think Sourblow, you made a couple accounts in order to go in and vote and make it a
No,
first.
actually, I didn't. I didn't even vote, to be honest.
And
Wow.
third place is State of
Didn't
Decay
vote the
3. Oh, but here's it. Why didn't people vote for Everwild? That's sad, though. I mean, you got Perfect Dark with 46%, Doom with 31%, State of Decay 3 with a 23%, and Everwild with a 0%. Why nobody voted for Everwild? Nobody's sad about that game? Come on. I mean, it looks like a fun
No.
game. It's rare.
No,
Oh,
it was put on ice years ago. Why would anyone care right now? Like they literally told us, or well, I don't think they came out to tell us, but the reports came out and were like, yeah, they scrapped what they were doing. So why would we get excited? We have no idea what the hell it is. It's literally a different game from what
Wait,
we
that
saw.
game didn't that game released already?
What,
What
Star
game?
Citizen?
No,
So
it's Power World,
what?
isn't it? Power World.
World released. Yes.
Oh Lord, Sour. That was, Eternal should die. Get out of Sourblow, please. Get out of Sourblow. Oh
Wait,
man.
what? Oh God.
Oh Lord. Yes, it's
Hashtag
bad
noted.
All
jokes.
right, it's time to land the plane. I think.
Sound on the plane. Oh my God! Look, wait a minute. Let me shout out the chat real quick. I mean, there's Jason Max, like he always says. Jason Max, what's up, brother? He's always saying this every time I'm on the show, wherever I'm at. He says, "Just remember, Xbox is number one." What's up, Jason Max? How you doing, brother? Oh
Stephen
man,
Avery says
what?
Contraband will be the best Xbox game this generation. What do you know that we don't know?
Exactly,
Huh?
Steven.
I
Yes, Steven, give us the information. You know, Steven has got some insider information. You know, come on, Steven, give us some information, man.
What's
Come on,
going
man.
on there?
How
I
you
would
doing,
love to
Steven? How
live
you
in a
doing?
world. I would love to live in a world where that game is really good. I hope. I hope it comes out. I really
Yeah.
do. I feel like it's been very quiet the last
Oh,
bit.
here's Angie W. What's up, Angie W? Welcome. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Also hit the bell. Oh, welcome, welcome. Oh, there's mine right over there. What's up, mine? How you doing, mine, man? Lots, do you see these? Lots of my good morning people are here. That's fantastic, man. I love you guys. There's sickness here attacking. You know, look what he says though. Sony's hardware company too hard to make sense, but okay, that wasn't it. Let me look for the other one that he says. Okay, there you go. G maybe PS5 financials track PS5 financial tracking above PS4 based on the slides that they provided today. Which okay, I
Please
saw that.
agreed.
It's good. All right, let's keep on going. The slide says it's the most profitable generation to date. I guess that's thanks to porting games on PC. That's the thing, though, Cygnus. That's why I wanted to sit down and analyze that because there's something there that we gotta talk about. I mean, listen, they did this to show everybody how well PS5 is doing. Okay, compared to PlayStation 4, yes, okay, they're selling a little bit more than PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 4, which is awesome. It's fantastic and all that cool stuff. But at the end of the day, though, brother, if you got 29% down on hardware sales, that's not a good look either way, though. I mean, there's some stuff we
I
got to talk about.
I think I would like to see specifically where those numbers are coming from in regards to like where they're seeing that financial growth.
Yeah,
Considering this came from the same company that told us that they had 50 million units sold when
yep,
it was realistically 50 million shipped.
50 million shit. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, I would like to see the breakdown on the numbers.
Yeah.
Another thing too to add to that silent is remember that that report where
They started counting the
portals.
$200 screen, the portal as console sales also. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, 60 million now have
Like
been
I
shipped.
said, I'll be
Yeah.
very curious as to how they hit those numbers.
Yep. Yep. We'll be very curious to see that. But, anyways, it's time to land this plane. I want to thank the chat and everybody for their amazing support. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I really love you all to death. And if you're new here again and again and again, subscribe, hit the like button, and also hit the bell for so when XPI content comes out, you guys can see it. But seriously, guys, thank you all for your support. Thank you all for your memberships. Thank you all for your super chats. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Let's start off with our captain since we missed them last week. Captain, tell us where they can find you, sir.
All right. Well, you can find me hopefully putting some TikTok stuff up here in a couple of days. You'll find me on Twitter being an ass goblin. You'll find me on Mr. Boomstick Show on Friday, Breakfast with Boom. I'll be hanging out with those guys for a little bit. We'll be
something's going on with your mic.
Yeah.
with mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like my painting came over there and started talking to you in the mic. Like, hey, they
Hello.
interrupted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Yes,
Perfect.
we can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. I'll try that again. Rewind. You can find me on TikTok. You'll find me on Twitter being an ass goblin. You'll find me on Breakfast with Boom on Friday. I'll be hanging out with those guys, chilling. Should be an interesting conversation given everything that's supposed to hit tomorrow. Very interested to see where that conversation goes. And if every other day over the last couple of weeks is anything to go off of, we're probably going to have more news about the upcoming showcase for Xbox as well. So it should be an interesting time. Besides that, hopefully you'll see me playing some games because, yeah, I want to play some more games this weekend. Hopefully I can avoid going out and doing yard work.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. How about you, Sourblow? Please tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
All right. Well, you can find me Twitter, Sourblow. You can find me, of course, here on Wednesday. Sometimes you can also find me Friday if you speak Spanish on Xbox International en Español. Together with Elvio, Eternal Shaddai, Metal Berserker. Sometimes ASCAP is there. You know, you can come join us. Same like this show. Ton of fun. And, you know, thank you for everyone that has come through on the chat. I see some new people here. So, you know, just make sure you share the content as we continue to grow. And, you know, no matter your platform, you can come in. You can, as long as you're respectful, you can go ahead and give us your thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not every take is a good take, and if you say something stupid, you might get swiped down. So just be aware.
Okay, real quick before I go out, let me tell you something, IGW, real quick, real fast. When you see that the consoles got open to another market, something's going on there. Just remember that. Don't take that too hard. Just remember that. But where can you find the crazy one? You can find the crazy one. Who's breathing hard though? It's like, you okay, Sound? Okay, it's gone. But either way, where can you find the crazy one? You can find the crazy one at Twitter X at Crazy Louis Gaming. That's where you can find the crazy one. You can also find me on every single morning from Mondays to Saturdays on Good Morning with Crazy Louis, where I talk about anything that's happening during the day. Loads of fun, guys. Go hang out with me in the morning if you guys can. Right here on this same channel. And also, you can find me over there at a Double Barrel Gaming YouTube channel with Mr. Boomstick at Tuesdays at the Xbox Factor Podcast, hanging out with Umbra, hanging out with Jamie Moran and Mr. Boomstick, of course. Loads of fun over there. And here on Wednesdays on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET with Sourblow, Silent Cypher, and the Big Plume. That's where you can find the crazy ones. So, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And remember, let's go, let's rock, and let's get crazy. Yes, see you all next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off this live stream. On behalf of Xbox International, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you aboard next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.